Hey, good morning. It is Thursday, January 7th here in Seattle. It is currently overcast and I'm not real excited about the weather. But like so many things going on in the world right now, I've got no control over that either. So at least I'm inside. I am warm. I've got heat. My stomach hurts because I ate something I was kind of allergic to yesterday, but I didn't realize it was done. And, I'm feeling out of sorts because I feel like I should have more of a plan than I do. And actually, when I've sat down and made a list of what I'm going through and doing this morning, things aren't actually nearly as bad as I feel, but it's really kind of funny how sometimes felt perception is not necessarily the same as what's going on in the outside world. And with that being said, I'm just trying to sit here and figure out what my plan is for today. And I think I'm really kind of trying to get my head wrapped around the plan or the lack of plan. So there is a plan for both this month and this year, because so far this week has not gone anywhere according to plan. Not that there was a plan, other than there was going to be a plan by yesterday or the day before. And as so often is the case, things derail us. A couple health appointments derailed me. The state of the political situation in the U.S. has been very distracting at best. And that being said, it's nice to have some structure and some focus and realize that there is some things in my life I do have some control over. So again, thanks for joining me this morning. This afternoon, evening, wherever time it is, wherever you are, or whenever you're watching this on replay. Wondering what you guys are planning on focusing on for the next 25 minutes. My goal is really I'm trying to shorten my time horizon and really just focus on the next, how long? Probably a week is kind of about where my time limit is right now. I'm looking at implementing, what sort of structure and business stuff do I want to see routinely in my life. And so that's where I am focusing and trying to figure out what am I trying to figure out is sort of that meta level planning today. Would love to hear what anyone else is working on. And that being said, we are going to stick to 2 25-minute sprints today because I have a call at a little bit after we are supposed to be off here, and I want to make sure that I've got the headspace to do that. So that being said, my goal again is to work on some planning, trying to figure out what in the world I'm planning, and go from there. I'll do a call out at 20 minutes, 5 minutes before the end of the 25-minute sprint. I've also realized that they are doing construction directly under my apartment, which is making for some additional noise, so I will be sure and mute. They are not doing it at the moment, but I'll talk to you guys in about 20 minutes. 5 minutes. Well, and that was the first sprint at 25 minutes. How did that go for you guys? Hopefully it went better than it did for me. I did get some random odds and ends done, but my desk has been vibrating as they're apparently drilling into the walls and support beams under my apartment, which is really not super effective for focus. Anyway, I'll take a 5-minute break and do it again. And as I know that I often am telling myself, sometimes you can only do what you can do. And today is certainly one of those spaces. And with the consistency that I've been sort of focusing on, working on, actually saying, what is going well, that doesn't necessarily diminish what is not going well, but it also, let's see here. Hey, no, that's not the one I want. That's the one I want. There we go. Hey, things are going right or something. But no, I really have to remember that, I was hearing a book on tiny habits, and our vocabulary around what's going wrong with ourselves in our lives is really far more sophisticated than what's going right with ourselves in our lives, and I'm pretty guilty of that. So things can be going right without everything actually be, without diminishing the things that are terrible or hard or going wrong. But trying to balance the perspective, not just intellectually, but emotionally, is an interesting exercise for me. So yeah, as much as I roll my eyes at gratitude journals and a lot of those kinds of things, they are having an actual impact on my my thought process. And all I can say is keep it up, keep it in there, keep hanging in there. Glad to see that you guys are sticking with it yourselves, even if it's not necessarily as much forward progress as sometimes you get. But yeah, I'm always excited to again see what people are doing, and I think it's important for seeing that we all have our own ups and downs, and that it's okay kind of wherever we are, and just because you have one off day, one off writing session, one off year, doesn't mean, it's all never going to change again. So apparently I'm really philosophical this morning. So yeah, feel free to think about what you want to get done for the next sprint as well. My goal is to continue some high-level brainstorming of what I want to get done for 2021, whether that's conferences I want to attend or processes I want to put in place, like, reconciling a budget on a semi-regular basis, because I avoid that like the plague. But it's really way more useful to know where I stand with my money, even if I don't really like the process of getting there. It's not fun. It's not exciting. It's somewhat painful. But it's also nice to not worry about it, or at least know exactly what I'm worrying about, instead of just thinking, I should do that. But yeah, that being said, get up, grab some water, stretch. Congratulate yourself for doing something you did in the last sprint. And, we'll give it another minute or so, and then we'll go ahead and start the second sprint. And a lot of my theme for the year is really consistency. A lot of progress, day over day isn't epic, but it's the consistency. And so, I continue to show up here even when I'm having kind of a day that I'm not super enthralled with, or a morning I'm not super enthralled with, or a week I'm not super enthralled with, because that consistency is what moves me forward. And I've heard people say it for years, and I know it, and I roll my eyes at it. And yeah, when I sit down and take stock and evaluate, it's the things I do day over day that make a difference, even if in the moment they don't feel like they make a difference. And, sometimes I skip the exercise or going for a walk or any of that, but more often than not, I really do it. And that's kind of where it is, for moving forward. And, for all the people that are, in these productivity lines, your life will be perfect if you do all these things. Life will never be perfect, but that doesn't mean that you can't find some other people to commiserate with and keep moving forward. Like I said, apparently we're being philosophical this morning. So that being said, on a practical note, what are you looking to focus on for the next 25 minutes? I've gotten off a couple emails I needed to get off. I've reviewed for a potential client meeting that I've got later today. And now it's going to be get up and stretch for a couple minutes and then sit back down and try and find a few people that have disappeared that I'm wondering how their projects are going, and they've asked for some accountability. So I need to see if we can figure out what's going on. Anyway, hopefully you guys have some thoughts in mind as to what you are looking to focus on. Feel free to share. I'll do another call out at 25 minutes, but just keep at it, and we're doing what we're doing today.
5 minutes till the end of this sprint.
All right, well, and that is the end of sprint 2. How did that go for you guys? Hopefully it was productive. Mine was more productive than if I hadn't had the intention to be productive. I won't say it was stunning, but I got some stuff done, got some thoughts out, and it's really easy to forget that planning process takes effort and is work in and of itself, even if you don't have an immediate tangible product, whether that's working on plotting, whether that's trying to figure out what you want to eat for food for the week. Yeah, all of it is a work in progress. Anyone have an inclination to share what they got done or where you got stuck? Yeah, I got stuck because my brain is just kind of foggy today, and that's the side effect of the allergies. So hopefully, and again, I feel like I've always got an excuse, but part of that is too trying to be gentle with myself and going, well, what is my current state? What am I actually capable of? And, working to match my energy and my focus to kind of where I physically am. I might like to be somewhere else, as far as productivity or focus, but I can't always talk myself into it. So, I can sit there and complain, or I can sit there and, try to adapt to where I am. And that's generally more effective and ultimately makes me feel a little less grumpy. So glad to see that both Remedy the Williams and Beth got, some traction on what you're looking for. Thank you for sharing. Hopefully you guys are pleased with where you got, or if not, think about what you can do differently next time to hopefully get closer to where you want to be. That being said, I will be back here on Tuesday. It's already Thursday this week. And kind of, again, keeping with the consistency for the year, that's kind of my theme, is where can I be consistent and how do I build consistency into my world? So thanks for showing up, and I'll be curious to hear how the changes you guys are looking at implementing are impacting or not what you're doing. Beth, it'll be interesting to see if your font colors make a difference. And Remedy, glad to see that the outline and working into your next project. Anyway, I will let you guys get on with your day, and I will catch some of you on Tuesday.